respect as composer. His song sales were mediocre when he recorded the songs himself, but people like Rod Stewart and Bob Seger and stuff recorded. When he got kicked out of the Tropicana, finally, he lived in various flea bag apartments all over LA. He had famous girlfriends, Bette Midler, Ricky Lee Jones, and he was a strange character in those days. Second act of Tom's life followed his marriage to a woman named Kathleen Brennan. And after that, he stopped doing interviews and became much harder for people to access. His music became more theatrical, sort of Brechtian, but also it sounded like contemporary classical music, sounded a lot like Harry Partch, who made his own instruments and had a lot of percussion. It was almost punk music, but it was tied into the modern classical forms as well. Anyway, he's made many records. During that period of his life, he lived in New York and London. He made about 12 movies, and he was an actor in movies, usually a small part for a character who's just like he plays a character on stage. Anyway, that's enough about him because it's the music I want to do. Here we go. Let's start with this song, Come On Up to the House. Well, the moon is broken and the sky is cracked. On up to the house. The only things you can see is that come on up to the house. All you crying don't do no good. Up to the house. Come down off the cross, we can use the wood. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. This world is not home, I'm just passing through. Come on up to the house. There's no light in the tunnel, no irons in the fire. Come on up to the house. And you're singing a soprano in a junk man's choir. You gotta come on up to the house. Don't life seem nasty, pushing short? Come on up to the house. The seas are stormy and you find no port. Come on up to the house. Come on to the house. Come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. Come on up to the house. There's nothing in the world that you can do. Come on up to the house. And you've been whipped by the forces that are inside you. Gotta come on up to the house. Well, you're high on top of your mountain of woe. Come on up to the house. Well, you know you should surrender, but you can't let go. Gotta come on up to the house. Sing with me. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. Come on up to the house. Come on the house.
All right.
It worked. Thinking about houses? Here's the house where nobody lived. And there used to be a paper, and there was one house on a dead end that I delivered on both sides of this house, and this house was always dark with cobwebs on it and everything else. And it seemed to be very much a house where nobody lived. It haunted me. I just thought, this is amazing and sad. This song resonates with me. There's a house on my block that's abandoned and cold. The folks moved out of it a long time ago, and they took all their things and they never came back. Like it's haunted with the windows all cracked, and everyone calls it the house where nobody lives. It held laughter, once it held dreams. Did they throw it away? Did they know what it means? Did someone's heart break? Someone do somebody wrong? Well, the paint was all cracked, it was peeled off the wood. The papers were all stacked on the porch where I stood, and the weeds had grown up just as high as the door. There were birds in the chimney and an old chest of drawers. Looks like no one will ever come back. The house where nobody lives. Once it held laughter, once it held dreams. Did they throw it away? Do they know what it means? Did someone's heart break, or someone do somebody wrong? So if you find someone to have, someone to hold, don't trade it for silver, don't trade it for gold. I have all of the treasures, and they're fine and they're good. Remind me that houses are just made of wood. What makes a house grand ain't the roof or the doors. If there's love in a house, it's a palace for sure. Without love, it ain't nothing but a house where nobody lives. Without love, it ain't nothing but a house where nobody lives. All right. It was an early hit for Tom, or hit in the way that he had hits. It's a kind of a singer-songwriter type song, and very much a guy's song about cars, dating, all that stuff. Well, you gassed her up behind the wheel with your arm around your sweet one and your Oldsmobile. A barrel, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll try it. With your arm around your sweet one in an Oldsmobile, you're barreling down the boulevard, looking for the heart of Saturday. You got paid on Friday, your pockets are jingling, you can see the lights. I'm sorry. and you see the lights. You get all tingling, 'cause you're cruising with a 6 and looking for the heart of Saturday night. Then you comb your hair, shave your face, trying to wipe out every trace of all the other days in the week. I said this'll be say you're reaching your peak. The red going on the green, 'cause tonight will be nothing like you've ever seen. You're barreling down the boulevard, looking for the heart of the Saturday night. Oh, 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 just looking for the heart of the Saturday night. Tell me, is it the crack of the pool ball, neon buzzing, our telephone's ringing, it's your second cousin? Is it the barmaid that smiles from the tear corner of her eye, magic of the melancholy tear in your eye? Is it kind of quiver out in the cold, 'cause you're dreaming of them Saturdays that came before? Now you're stumbling, mumbling into the heart of Saturday night. Now you're stumbling, looking into the heart of Saturday night.
I love that. I love that song.
I do too. I sort of did a, well, anyway.
Reminds me
Not
of
the
the
best
high
version of it. It's very much of high school, yes, indeed. Well, this is a song in that same mode. It was a big hit for the Eagles, and called 55. Cars again, dates again, mornings this time. Well, my time went so quickly, I went lickety-splitly out to my old 55. As I pulled slowly, feeling so holy, God knows I was feeling alive. And now the sun's coming up, riding with lady love. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade, and I lead the parade, just wishing I'd stayed a little longer. Don't you know that the feeling's getting stronger? It's 6 in the morning, gave me no warning, I had to be on my way. The trucks are all passing me, cars are all flashing me, I'm headed home from your place. And now the sun's coming up, riding with lady love. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade, and I lead the parade, just wishing I'd stayed a little longer. Don't you know the feeling's getting stronger? Oh, my time went so quickly, I went lickety-splitly out of my old 55. As I pulled away slowly, feeling so holy, God knows I was feeling alive. And now the sun's coming up, riding with lady love. Freeway cars and trucks, freeway cars and trucks, freeway cars and trucks.
Such a great song. It's on the Eagles
is.
on
I
the
like it.
Border album, and I often listen to that, especially when I'm driving.
Uh-huh.
Love it. Thanks, Larry.
It's a good one, all right.
I know, I sing that one.
Let's see if I can make this sound a little bit better.
Yeah.
They hung a sign up in our town. If you live it up, you won't live it down. So she left Monterey, son, just like a bullet leaves a gun. With her charcoal eyes and Monroe hips, she went, took that California trip. Well, the moon was gold and her hair like wind. She said, don't look back, just come on. Jim, you gotta hold on. Yeah, you gotta hold on. Take my hand, I'm standing right here. You gotta hold on. Something's going on here. Hold it. There we are. He gave her a dime store watch and a ring made from a spoon. Everyone's looking for someone to blame, but you share my bed, you share my name. Go ahead and call the cops. You don't meet nice girls in coffee shops. She said, babe, I still love you, but sometimes there's nothing left to do except to hold on. Hold on, yeah, you gotta hold on. Take my hand, I'm standing right here. You gotta hold on. Well, God bless your crooked little heart. St. Louis got the best of me. I miss your broken China voice. Oh, how I wish you were still here with me. Well, you build it up, you wreck it, you burn your mansion to the ground. When there's nothing left to keep you here, when you're falling behind in this big blue world, you gotta hold on, hold on. Yeah, you gotta hold on. Take my hand, I'm standing right here. You gotta hold on. Down by the Riverside Motel, it's 10 below and falling. By a 99-cent store, she closed her eyes and started swaying. But it's so hard to dance that way when it's cold and there's no music. When you're old hometown way, but inside your head there's a record that's playing. Hold on, hold on. Baby, you gotta hold on. Take my hand, I'm standing right here. You gotta hold on, hold on. Girl, you gotta hold on. Take my hand, I'm standing right here. You gotta hold on.
Good one. Great harmony in the background there, Mimi.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, you hear that, chick?
You heard it.
Yeah, I can't help myself.
I understand.
It's Miss Mimi. This song was a hit for Tim Buckley. Some of you may remember Tim Buckley, a singer from the 60s. Is this the one I want? Oh, sorry, I got the different version.
This is Martha, right?
Martha, yeah. Operator. That's a little low, isn't it? This is going to make us feel old. This is from the days when you had like regular telephones and you talk to operators. Most of us on this call, looks like, remember those days when you would talk to an operator, kind of like on Lassie. And also, when you would call long distance and you'd worried about how much it cost because there was an extra charge for long distance, somehow those days are long gone. Kids would like look at you and just go, "What are you talking about?" Anyway, it's also a song he wrote about what it's like to be an old man. He wrote this in his early 20s. As an old man now, because I'm about the same age as Tom Waits, being an old man is quite different than this thing. Though the experience in the song is very familiar. Operator, number please. It's been so many years. Will she remember my old voice while I fight the tears? Hello, hello, there is this Martha. This is old Tom Frost. And I am calling long distance. Don't worry about the cost, 'cause it's been 40 years or more now. Martha, please recall and meet me out for coffee where we'll talk about it all. And those were days of roses, poetry and prose. And Martha, all I had was you, and all you had was me. There were no tomorrows, we packed away. We saved them for a rainy day. And I feel so much older now. You're much older too. How's your husband? And how is your kids? You know, I got married too. Lucky that you found someone to make you feel secure. 'Cause we were all so young and foolish. Now we are mature. And those were days of roses, of poetry and prose. And Martha, all I had was you, and all you had was me. There were no tomorrows when we packed away our sorrows, and we saved them for a rainy day. And I was always so impulsive, I guess that I still am. And all that really mattered was that I was a man. I guess that our being together was never meant to be. Martha, Martha, I love you, can't you see that those were days of roses, of poetry and prose. And Martha, all I had was you, and all you had was me. There were no tomorrows as we packed away our sorrows, and we saved them for a rainy day. And I remember quiet evenings, trembling close to you.
Beautiful.
It is a beautiful song, no doubt about that. Now, one of the things that the roles that Tom Waits played out of the piano man, kind of like Billy Joel, and he played piano most of the time when he performed all sorts of instruments. And since his persona was as a drunk, he came up with this song that was quite popular at the time. It's a piano song, but I just think it's a nice break from some of the sentimental sadness. So this one called, well, you'll about this. The piano has been drinking, my necktie is asleep, and the combo went back to New York. The jukebox has to take a leak, and the carpet needs a haircut, and the spotlight looks like a prison break, 'cause the telephone's out of cigarettes, and the balcony's on the break, and the piano has been drinking. The piano has been drinking. The menus are all freezing, and the light man's blind in one eye, and he can't see out of the other, and the piano tuner's got a hearing aid, and he showed up with his mother, and the piano has been drinking. The piano has been drinking, 'cause the bouncer is a sumo wrestler, cream puff, Casper, milquetoast, and the owner is a mental midget with the IQ of a fence post, 'cause the piano has been drinking. The piano has been drinking. You can't find your waitress with a Geiger counter, and she hates you and all your friends, and you just can't get served without her, and the box office is drooling, and the bar stools are on fire, and the newspapers were full, and the ashtrays have retired, 'cause the piano has been drinking. Piano has been drinking, not me, not me, not me, not me, not me. Yeah, well,
Great version of that.
what? Yeah, oh, thanks. All right, let's see what we got here. Change of pace. Kind of an Irish type of song. He has a bunch of them that sound like they were Irish. I fell asleep down by the stream, and there I had the strangest dream. Down by Brennan's Glen there grow a briar and a rose. There's a tree in the forest, but I don't know where. I built a nest out of your hair, and climbing up into the air, a briar and a rose. I don't know how long it's been, but I was born in Brennan's Glen, and near the end of the spring there grows a briar and a rose. I picked the rose one early morn, I pricked my finger on a thorn. They'd grown so high, the winding wove the briar around the rose. I tried to tear them both apart. I felt a bullet in my heart, all dressed up in spring's new clothes, the briar and the rose. And when I'm buried in my grave, tell me now so I will know. Your tears will fall to make them grow, the briar and the rose. Your tears will fall to make love grow, the briar and the rose.
Oh, that is so lovely.
Yeah, you can imagine it being sung by John McCormick or something like that. Here's a song that's all too relevant today. It's written during the Bush administration, but it might as well be lifetimes. Young Abdelmadi Shameh was only 18 years old. He was the youngest of 9 children, never spent a night away from home. And his mother held up his photograph up in the New York Times to see the killing has intensified along the road to peace. He was a tall, thin boy with a wispy mustache, disguised as an Orthodox Jew. On a crowded bus in Jerusalem, some had survived World War II, and the thunderous explosion blew out windows 200 yards away, with more retribution and 17 dead along the road to peace. Now at King George Ave and Jaffa Road, passengers boarded bus 14A. In the aisle next to the driver, Abdelmadi Shameh. And the last thing that he said on earth is God is great, God is good. And he blew them all to kingdom come upon the road to peace. Now in response to this, another kiss of death was lit upon Yashir Ta. Israel says, and a Hamas senior militant. Israel sent 4 choppers in, flames engulfed his white opal, and it killed his wife and his 3-year-old child, leaving only blackened skeletons. They found his toddler's bottle, a pair of small shoes, and they waved him in front of the cameras. But Israel says they did not know that his wife and child were in the car. There are roadblocks everywhere and only suffering on TV. Neither side will ever give up their smallest right along the road to peace. Israel launched its latest campaign against Hamas on Tuesday. 2 days later, Hamas shot back and killed 5 Israeli soldiers. So thousands dead and wounded on both sides, most of them Middle Eastern civilians. They fill their children full of hate to fight an old man's war and die upon the road to peace. And This ours is our land. We will fight with all our force, save the Palestinians and the Jews. Each side will cut off the hand of anyone who tries to stop the resistance. If the right eye offends thee, then you must pluck it out. And Mahmoud Abbas said Sharon had been lost out along the road to peace. Once Kissinger said we have no friends, America has only interests. Now our president wants to be seen as a hero and he's hungry for re-election. For Bush is reluctant to risk his future in the fear of his political failures. So he plays chess at his desk and poses for the press 10,000 miles from the road to peace. In the video that they found at the home of Abdel Mahdi Shameh, he held a Kalashnikov rifle and he spoke with a voice like a boy. Was an excellent and studied so hard it was as if he had a future. He told his mother that he had a test day out along the road to peace. The fundamentalist killing on both sides is standing in the path of peace. Tell me, why are we arming the Israeli army with guns and tanks and bullets? And if God is great and God is good, why can't he change the hearts of men? Maybe God himself is lost and needs help. Maybe God himself is lost and needs help. Maybe God himself, he needs all of our help. Maybe God himself is lost and needs help. He's out upon the road to peace. Maybe God himself is lost and needs help. Maybe God himself needs all of our help. And he's lost upon the road, lost upon the road. It's upon the road to peace.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, never heard that.
Yeah, I
No,
believe
no.
that. God is lost.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all lost. All right, let's see what we got. I'd like to play this one. Ruby's Arms. It's a nice change of pace. There we go. I will leave behind all my clothes I wore when I was with you. All I need's my railroad boots and my leather jacket. As I say goodbye to Ruby's arms, although my heart is breaking, I will steal out through your, what's your way? I will steal away out through your blinds. For you soon you will be waking. The morning light has washed your face, and everything is turning blue now. Hold on to your pillowcase. There's nothing that I can do now. As I say goodbye to these arms, you'll find another soldier. And I swear to God, by Christmas time, there'll be someone else to hold you. The only thing I'm taking is the scarf off of your clothesline. I'll hurry past your chest of drawers and your broken wind chimes. As I say goodbye, I'll say goodbye. Say goodbye to Ruby's arms. I feel my way down the darkened hall, out into the morning. The hobos at the freight yards have kept their fires burning. Jesus Christ, this goddamn rain! Will somebody put me on a train? I'll never kiss your lips again, or break your heart. As I say goodbye, I'll say goodbye. Say goodbye to Ruby's arms.
Oh my.
That is beautiful and sad.
Mm-hmm.
Sad is the word.
Yeah, really.
Beautifully sad or sad.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I've always liked. It's got a literary kind of thing going on, which appeals to me. It's called Shiver Me Timbers, and it's a reference to Martin Eden, a story by Jack London about sailors, and it's a sailor's song, and also a reference to Captain Ahab. So I feel right at home as an English teacher. Let me make this a little louder. Wait a minute. Okay, last time. I'm leaving all my family. I'm leaving all my friends. My body's at home, but my heart's on the wind. To be out where the clouds are like headlines on a new front page sky. My tears are salt water, and the moon's full and high and high. And I know Martin Eden would be proud of me. Many before me have been called by the sea to be up in the crow's nest, singing my sand. So shiver me timbers, I'm a-sailing away. Now the fog's lifting and the sand's shifting, drifting on out. Oh, Captain Ahab, got nothing on me, so swallow me, don't follow me, I travel alone. Blue waters, my daughter, I'm gonna skip like a stone. So please call my missus, tell her not to cry. My goodbyes are written on the moon and the sky. Nobody knows me, can't fathom my stand. So shiver me timbers, I'm a-sailing away. Now the fog's lifting and the sand's shifting, I'm drifting on out. Old Captain Ahab, got nothing on me, so swallow me, don't follow me, I'm traveling alone. Blue waters, my daughter, I'm gonna skip like a stone. I'm leaving all my family, leaving all my friends. My body's at home, but my heart's on the wind, where the clouds are like headlines on a new front page sky. So shiver me timbers, I'm a-sailing goodbye. Well, that might be a good place to stop, huh? It's a really goodbye song.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Or I could do one more, but I think this is good.
Oh, lovely. I didn't know his music very well at all. So I enjoyed this a lot.
I hate to say
There's
that,
there's
I
a
would
lot
much
where
rather
that
listen
this
to you
came
sing
from.
these songs than him sing these songs. My throat always hurts listening to him, so I really enjoyed hearing your
Yeah.
take on these songs.
Well, if I had sung "Shiver Me Timbers, I'm sailing goodbye," I'd only get through about 2 songs before I had to check into the hospital. So,
Larry, I wonder what the different guitars you've been playing are.
well, this one is by Martin 0018. This goes way back from 1960s. This one back here is a Loudon. It's a Richard Thompson model. I thought if I buy the guitar, I'll use Richard Thompson. That hasn't happened yet. And one in back here is a Taylor nylon guitar.
What was the last one?
Christmas present. It's a Taylor. It's just a
Taylor.
yeah, it's a nylon guitar of some sort. It's a 514 CEN. So I like it. It's pretty. Anyway, closing song. No, this is good, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Let me ask you though, yeah, I'm on. Okay. What's the difference between the guitars? Is it just the sound? Is it the number of strings? What is it?
Well, I have 3 of them because the Loudon I tuned down a full step. So if the song is too high and I want certain chords, I play that. It's got a rich sense. Some songs it's really good, and the nylon just has a whole different quality. It's the same tuning. It's the same as before, but it just it's softer. For some of the ballads, the nylon is really nice, and I mean, a lot of it's the feeling it gives me, and then the relationship between me and the song or whatever. But
Right.
but this one is my old standby, my old stencher. So,
Interesting. Thank you
yeah.
so much. You do so much preparation for these. It's
Well,
wonderful.
yeah, if only my computer would oblige. I could have other songs that I was hoping, but maybe should I do another one with Tom Waits? I
Yeah,
mean,
I think
yes,
so.
do another
huh?
one.
Sure.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Yeah. There's some with different different modes and different moods that I didn't get into, and
Can
maybe I
you
could
do his
identify them in time a little bit.
can you do his raspy voice?
Well, I can, but yeah,
But
maybe I'll do one with the rap voice. Yeah. Bono has been
no, you
drinking. I
no.
almost wanted to do it like that, but I
You,
just thought, I want the words to get through, and
no,
it's already enough of a
you're
gimmick.
really
So,
doing great. I really appreciate it.
well, thanks.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming. It makes me feel
All right.
great to have an
Thank
audience
you
in particular.
all.
So, yeah. All right. See you down the road.
Okay, bye-bye. Carol, it's so
Bye,
nice to
Larry.
see you.
Hi, Carol. You're looking
Right.
great.
Are you around for a phone call? Okay, let's say about 20 minutes because I have to talk to Louise for a few minutes. Okay, I'll call you. Bye.